Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 29 of Pokemon Pharaohs. We are right back where we left off. We just caught our Kingler and kicked a crap out of some trainers. Let's make sure we don't need to heal. We definitely need to heal. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. Bam, bam. Bam, 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 bam. Ooh, and I see T-Tar. Okay. Let's go ahead and fight you. Prepare for total domination. If you want to play this game, go on over to EeveeExpo.com, search for Pokemon Pharaohs, or go to the links in the description. There is normal mode and hard/doubles mode. Hard/doubles mode has a bunch of double battles spread out throughout the game for your gym leaders, your Elite Four, your random challengers, like the Ho-Oh challenger you saw in the last game, and in this form and in the pyramid form will be double battles. Stuff like that. Or the Discord, which will have the maps, the trainers, the items, whole bunch of stuff in there. Just remove the space4.gg or the space4.com after you copy and paste it up into the bar, into your search bar. Or watch the video in the beginning of the playlist. That also shows you what to do. I love the purple in that lightning bolt. Ooh. I don't know if this is a staller or if this is a bolt beam package kind of one. Alright, well if you can't be burned and that's only doing that, then we're going to switch on over here. Especially if you're just going to be healing. Bye-bye. Ghost type, so let's toss you in as much as I don't want to keep feeding you. So eventually we're going to hit that point where you're just level 100 and eating stuff for free. At my demise. Crunch invention. Get a little crunchy puncher, gotcha. Man, these just gradually keep getting scarier. But we're so over leveled with Tartana. Which is kind of a mild tragedy of this part of the game. You will inevitably feel over leveled at some point, but that will smack you right in the face like 3 gyms from now. And also in that pyramid, you're going to have a lot. Ooh, nice little back one. That's a long one. What's up here? Anything up here? Nothing up there? Okay. That was a rock smash. Wow. Did that say new area? Bay of Steel. Ooh. This is going to be a lot of different options, I'm pretty sure. I'm looking this up. Definitely not fishing. And polio would be dope, but we already have so many of them. This is just the actual base steel, right? Okay. Yeah, let's go for a nice little steel type. That was an NPC I kind of put in there back when I was. I'm pretty sure I'm already in Heraton. Oh wait, no, this is a steel, so it might be. This is fine. We're right next to a town to heal. We get one more. Be gentle. Whew. Okay. Okay. It hurts, but hey, I'm fine with that. Just give me this damn Sizor. That will put a real decision on me then. Depending on stats, of course. But I'm not going to make this decision on camera though, because this decision is going to end up being something I'm going to stare at for 20 minutes. And you've heard of Magic Mike. We're going to name this one Metal Mike. We'll come back for you, Metal Mike. It might end up being Altar Boy. Ooh, shiny. I like how green you are. This one could technically override the Kingdra. I mean, the Kingler, I believe. No, this is Bay of Steel. It would overwrite the Sizor. I'm probably not doing that. See, this is one thing I kind of wanted, but at the same time, I already have a good water type. And it would kind of defeat all of the effort I put into Walrein. Armaldo is also one that's one of my favorites, but I think that's part of Stony Shore. Armaldo has always been my Gen 3. Whenever we do Gen 3 teams, that's always one of my secrets. Stealth Rock is just so gross on it. And it can eat a lot of different types of moves, so it's good to switch in, set up Stealth Rock, and switch back out. And that's one that always has your opponents in there just wondering, like, fuck, it's like a bug? Rock. What goes against bug and rock? And you just kind of tilt them out a little bit. Bay of Steel, where the sky opened and a comet fell from the heavens, scorching the earth. Nuzlocke, wild Pokemon warning. So we're going to go in here and we're just going to kind of see what levels they are. We technically get an encounter in here. I almost kind of want to see if I'm not. It's all steel types and a Larvesta. I'm just trying to see. God, I don't even remember what it's called in there. How do I not know what it's called? Save this. Tunnel of Steel. That's right. Oh no. Whew. Bronze on the Larvesta is 40 to 50, so the repel trick will never work here unless you're looking for a Conkeldurr or a Registeel. I mean, if I'm looking... Huh. Getting a Registeel legitimately. That's actually a neat idea. I debated finding something that could evolve into the 3 Registeels and having the 3 Registeels being able to evolve into Regigigas. I think they actually might already be able to evolve into a Regigigas, but I'd have to have a level 74 or 75 Pokemon. How far away are you? Okay. 72. So you have to get 74. We have the 2. We have the 2 that we've naturally picked up throughout the game. We're doing it. I want this thing. And because now we're getting it legitimately. And if we don't encounter it, there is something down below that was technically an event, but it's also the first thing we've encountered here, so maybe I would count that. Especially because there's 4 separate ones, and it would be me kind of just guessing and guessing which one I'm getting. So maybe that 1 and 4 actually ends up being fair as well. And I don't have a psychic type. Well, I guess I'm going to be given a Mew later on. And yeah, this is where I basically give you enough for a Master Ball. Which is also when I have to remind you, there is not a trainer that's specific, or there is not an NPC that specifically buys your mushrooms. There is not one to specifically buy your stones, your rocks, or anything special like that. It might say it in the description. That is not accurate for the current game. Nor are there plans to add that in the future. That is why I give you an absurd amount of them. That way you can just kind of cover the cost of it. And they're just there to keep you running around in the dungeon longer. And I know this game can be actually kind of stressful on resources, even though I have made it dramatically better for players over the years. But this is supposed to imply it's just like there was meteor that came here. There were people that came here and were like mining until something came out of the dungeon, which means they left all of their belongings behind, which was all of these nuggets and all of the pretty much everything they've been mining. It's just all abandoned for you to grab it. And he didn't touch any of it. I don't even remember what trainer that is too. That's hilarious actually. Alright, I think that's finally all of them. I never once saw that 1% encounter. Let's see here, what would he be? Uh-oh. Did I not have a repel on? Okay. I see the problem here. I'm not counting that on my own stupidity. You can think what you will about that. I see what I did wrong. Okay. That's just me never doing Nuzlocke and thinking about it. And this isn't really, this is me being casual as shit. Oh, you're dark type. Are you afraid of the dawn? Wait, wasn't Solomon at the gate and... I'm gonna have to think about this. I might have had the same trainer in 2 different locations. But this does show that you could probably go back now and go through the sand trap. If that's what you wanted to do. Or maybe not now, but after another gym or 2. Alright, about halfway there. Yeah, we're gonna have to go back and check that at some point. Oh, right. Unknown evolves in this game. I kind of forgot about that. I totally forgot Unknown will evolve into a Spirit Tomb. Why? I don't know. It's unknown. It has no use. Unless you want to spell things. Wait. Okay, you're up in front again. Okay, so we're gonna... I think this should be it. There it is. And we caught this 90% legitimately. So it is usable. I say 90% because I'm a dipshit with the mag mortar, and that doesn't count. I'm kind of multitasking with watching the stream, watching the dog, and kind of sleepy from just waking up before doing the first video. Especially because this is going to torment me. Alright, Ultra Ball, go. Oh, this is going to be a lot harder to catch than I thought it was going to be. I guess it has that legendary catch rate, doesn't it? That did a lot more. Ooh, yay. Should we just lock in that superpower real quick? Oh, no. I'm dumb, everybody. I'm dumb. Okay. So no Registeel. We're just sticking with the Sizor. I was trying to Encore. I made a mistake. There are 4 Deoxys down here, 1 of each form. I just wanted to make a version of these where you didn't have to go find a rock and you could only have one version. If you want to have a team full of Space Invaders, you have that team full of Space Invaders. These things are breedable. Go for it. It's your game. Well, it's my game, but it's your world. All legendaries are breedable, besides Arceus, who is technically breedable, but he works like a Ditto. So, God shouldn't make other gods. They should just you should just catch more gods if you want more gods. Oh man, this thing's gonna be a nightmare. Oh my gosh. That's real bad, actually. Unless that means you're like out of actual moves. Nope. We're just gonna sit here and PP burn it and make our decision with Walrein. Ooh, crit. You know, if we're doing this, we're doing this the right way. It did the same level of fucking nothing. I guess that's because he's amnesia the same, but still. Oh, we're going into a struggle battle, boys. Sorry you have to sit here and listen to the spacebar. Center work. Okay, cool. It's a little bit quieter. Ooh, that one's even way quieter. Cool. Here we go. Getting rid of the last couple of recovers is going to be clutch, though. That thing's insane. I usually don't do this, but I don't want to come running back through this cave again. I think it's out of recover, though, so that's awesome. Which means that was unnecessary. Boom. So the revive wasn't necessary. Alright, well that's all for Deoxys. If I were to counter another Registeel somehow, that would be okay. I should have went to that. I didn't even see you. Hang on. Oh. Didn't want to accidentally engage it. Yep. Okay. At least like we figured out what the error is, so we can just edit it real quick. Kind of ruins the excitement of it, but that just kind of shows that I'm playtesting a new file that I haven't released yet. But by the time these videos are all out, this game will already be back to fully fluent, no more issues. That was him basically explaining. Legend has it there was a meteor that crashed in the ocean centuries ago. It had such impact force that it made those small islands out there and even cauterized water and sand around it into a tunnel. Since then, people have been going down there to collect steel and other precious metals. Lately, people have been saying they hear strange noises come from the end of the tunnel. Then some miners went missing, and now everyone is too afraid to go down there and mine. That sounds preposterous to me, but I won't go down there and mine it. What if it's just some gas that kills you on the spot? No way, not for this guy. Welcome to Heraton Beach, everyone. Otherwise known as Heraton. I was gonna make it to where there was a room in the back of every gym that you can go to after you become the Pharaoh, where it's just the legend of the town. But then I ended up wanting to put other Pokemon places. Oops. Alright, I think it's time. Now we have a Master Ball. And we don't have to worry about killing it again. You're allergic to Tauros. Tauros jerky is just so tasty. Who's got the balls? Alright, so Heraton is where you buy all of your specialty balls. And the only balls we really care about are the quick balls. But you have everything here. Every ball that's in the game is available here. Did I heal? I healed, right? Okay. This town's kind of spread out because I ended up making it longer than it was supposed to be, or I made it bigger than it really should have been. But that's because I built around this square, and then I'll pull up the map and show you. Okay, so this is Heraton, where we are after we've made it this huge journey so far. But I kind of just had this huge square, and I did not know at all what to do with it, and I kind of had planned. I think I even had 1 or 2 extra buildings here initially, and just had to back it out. I just could not figure out what to do here. Like I said, this is where I hit a massive writer's block, because I had built this, like made it all look pretty. And like I had already made the entire map everywhere. And buildings, and just I was in the process of filling the buildings with NPCs, filling up all the rooms, filling up everything, and then just could not figure out what I wanted here. It was like I had this figured out so much. I had this one figured out. I just could not figure out anything for this. That's why this almost feels kind of lazy and small, and this is one of the few areas of the game that I am not overly proud of. I'm not like, I don't hate it and dismiss it because I did fill it up in the right kind of spots, but I am just not exactly overly proud of this. But that is the end of this episode. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Please download the game. I want to know how you like it. I want to know if you don't like it. I want to know everything about how you feel about this game. Have a wonderful day, everyone. Thank you. I don't think I actually saved it. I should save it whenever. Hang on. Bye, everyone. Wait, I'm not saying goodbye yet. I want to make sure I didn't mess up, so it should just be autoed whenever I come into that room, anyways. Rockmaster. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Okay. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you.